Hello, you fantastically wonderful people. How are you today? Sapiens, it's got to be my favourite game of the year by quite a long margin. I thought I've got a few ideas about what I want to do today. I want to make a bit of a heads up top 10 tips from me, stuff that I've learned over my many hours of gameplay. And I also thought, let's take a look at the mods situation. See, I've picked up 2 mods here already, 𝐒𝐢𝐬 and 𝗦𝘂𝗯𝗀. But if we go to the Steam Workshop, you'll find that, honestly and truly, most of these are not exactly mods as much as tweaks. Some of them are good, some of them not so good. This is a Japanese mod, I think, possibly. Yeah, it just adds Japanese as a language, which is cool. I'm 100% behind that. But let's take a look and see what we've got. So you've got one here for 10 roles. This allows... It's quite a good little mod, actually. It allows you to assign 10 roles to a Sapien rather than just 5. That would most definitely make the game easier. Not my bag. Food lasts longer. As I say, most of these are just tweaks of the existing game. They're not exactly new mods, per se. Spanish. 30 roles. German. French. Oh, this is brilliant. This is one I've grabbed. This is the 𝗦𝘂𝗃𝗀 chicken. How do I get back to that main view? So yeah, the first one I grabbed is 𝐒𝐢𝐬. This is quite a cool little mod. A minimal mod that causes wheat to drop hay when harvested. So that's a cool little thing. I got the sound way too loud. Let me just turn that down. Good mod. Thanks. So this is just the start of the modding. There's going to be a lot of mods coming for this game. I can absolutely see it happening. Exciting, isn't it? It is exciting. This is very exciting. Yes, it is. So once again, guys, if you're out there doing anything, you've got any mods that you want me to take a look at, or just ideas for mods. What is that? I want to know what that is. Little section of really dark blue. Another one there, actually. Yeah, so let me know in the comment section. And if you've built anything, please do send me some links to it. I'd love to see it. Really interested to see it. I'm not sure that grass is any longer. Maybe it is. So maybe it did load. Oh no, these are world mods. Only configurable when creating a new world. So the max camera height wasn't activated. Okay. Ah, wow. Okay. We're going to create a new world. I mean, what a view we've got. But that is a big old cliff that I've put us in right next to. Not necessarily the best starting location, although up here looks pretty nice. Dead woolly mammoth there. How rude is that, look? I can't move the camera any further this way, and the game has spawned a mammoth just out of our reach. That's just mean. Not funny at all. So, the problem then I've discovered with putting yourself right near the water with the current limitations of the camera is that you do lose a lot of available land space by being that close to the water. So my new recommendation would probably be near water, but not next to water. That makes sense. Close enough to water so that you can reach it, but nothing else. Another one just out of our reach. Come on, game, that is not fair. It's tantamount to bullying, that is. Okay, so I can't see any chickens or any alpaca at all. Anywhere. And that grass doesn't... Oh, no, see, there's a chicken. So those mods have not worked. Interesting, huh? Alright, let's go back to main menu. So why didn't they work? Oh, did I not hit the apply button at the bottom? Oh, that's probably what it was. Right, let's delete that world. Well, there you go. There's a lesson learned for everybody. Create world. And you click them all you must hit apply. Caution, mods can contain and execute both LUA and C code, which may have access to your system files and network. Mods in Sapiens are not in any way sandboxed, so should be treated as totally separate applications and with extreme care. They have the potential to harm your computer. Even mods that have been installed from Steam Workshop may not be safe. Only install and enable mods from mod authors that you trust. Okay, that's a bit aggressive, if I'm being honest. I'm going to take a risk, but there is a huge potential there for that to be exploited, and it does make me a little concerned about modding in the future. Let's create a world. Right, so this time we should actually get to see what the modding situation is. Right, so I'm going to bring myself close to water, but not actually on the water. Yeah, that looks good to me. I think we should be close enough. Oh, you only get 2 Sapiens with this. Do you know, I didn't realise that. Okay, well, I've learnt something new. I'm not sure if that's new or an existing thing, but that adds to the difficulty quite a lot, right? Maybe I've just been lucky, and every time I've started a tribe, I've started with 2 people. 5 people, rather. Right, let's see how high the camera goes now. See, that again, that still doesn't feel particularly high. Are these alpacas? Yes! Okay, well, this mod has worked, and isn't that fantastic? That is brilliant. I'm pretty sure we're going to see deers in the game properly, officially, very soon, because this is a great mod, and the dev is very smart, and he'll most certainly be sorting that out. So, the length of the grass, maybe? It's longer? It's really difficult to tell, to be honest. Camera height, I'm not sure that feels a third higher, if I'm being totally honest. Let's see if we can find a chicken/guinea fowl type thing. Wow. Well, now I know that there is the option to start a tribe with just 2 people, and how I want to do it. Oh yeah, that's very important. Look at that. Okay, so we're going to get lots of food. Good. Yeah, just want to see if I can find a chicken somewhere. Hey, chicken. I don't see any chickens anywhere. I'm sure there are chickens somewhere. What's that? What is that? What's that? A red rock boulder. I've seen that before. That's new. There are loads of deer, though. Absolutely tons of deer. Alpaca carcass. Now that's interesting because... Oh no, that's out of my reach. Can't get to it. Can't get the camera to it. But I'm trying to see whether or not that is a... Oh, I can't grab that anyway. Oh, hello, look at this. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I can't do it anyway because I haven't got a knife. I need to figure out some knives. I was trying to see whether or not it had antlers, because it didn't look like it did, but that could be because the grass is longer, and so the antlers are sort of hidden below the grass line. Yes, we are completely devoid of chickens, it seems. Well, they were chickens then. The deer are fantastic. I really like this mod. That's probably my favourite mod right now. Absolutely awesome. Ah, chickens! Guinea fowl type things. We found some. That is awesome. That is absolutely awesome. I think they look way better than the chickens, I have to say. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, there's a couple of mods there that I think are absolutely spectacular. The height mod, camera height mod, that doesn't feel a third higher to me. I could be wrong. Let's just go back to main menu because I've forgotten all the mods we had. Red jungle fowl, love it. 𝐒𝐢𝐦, we haven't tested that yet. Fuel expanded, we haven't tested that. Seeds to flower, we haven't checked that. So we've checked out the big grass mod. Doesn't feel that much different, if I'm being honest. Maybe your mileage will vary. But the deer model replacement is there. It seems odd that some of the other smaller mods are not there. Or was it those two? Yeah, I think it was those two actually. Seeds to flower and 𝐒𝐢𝐦 and fuel expanded. Okay, so I'd say 8 was a good starting number. Look at that. 3 alpacas right from the get-go. Talk about easy, easy life. That's sand. That's poor soil. Not the best place to set up because we need some good soil. Ah, wheat. Here we go. Perfect. Somebody come and gather this wheat. I should have gone with the super fast speed option, shouldn't I? Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can add it. So if we go back to the main menu, I'm in here to mods, go to mods on Steam, visit the workshop. Super fast forward. You have to create a new world in order to enable this mod. This is out of my control. If you want it to apply to all worlds, this will break every time the game updates. You'll have to modify the game code directly. Okay. Excuse me, sneezing away. Today is going to be a hay fevery day. My eyes are literally pouring out with water and I can't stop sneezing. So, yeah, let's take that into account. Right, so this should... Ah, no, see, it didn't. It didn't leave hay behind. That's interesting. Okay, that one didn't seem to work. Maybe it doesn't happen on every single one. Let's just gather all that wheat in and we'll see if there's any hay left over. Right, let's see what happens here. Again, he's only carrying wheat. No hay from the wheat. Okay, well. Disappointing, but not the end of the world. Start a fire. Getting dark already. Right, so we can now make a torch. So birch branches and 1 hay. Again, it doesn't seem that we've got any option other than hay to make the torch. Maybe in here, large rocks, limestone. Maybe it means fuel for the fire. It's very possible, isn't it? And not fuel for a torch per se. Okay, so one of our illustrious viewers pointed out something very cool, very obvious, but I didn't really notice it until they said it. So let's, for example, set this up, and we'll only accept hay, but only, sorry, not that, only dry hay, nothing else. Oh, hello. Wow, she's never going to get any sleep, this lady. She's going to be so exhausted. Oh. Oh, no, that's lucky. There's 2 ladies. Look at that. Fantastic. Right, up to a maximum of 5. That's good, that's good, that's good. Right, okay. So, we've set this up so that this will only accept hay. And this one should be set to only accept wet hay. And then what we do is we set up a route. And we call this... Oops. Dry hay. We click on 1. Oops. Oh, wow. Try again, sorry. Add stops. We click on 1 and we click on 2, like that. Now, after a sapien drops off items at the final stop, they will walk back to the first stop again. I'm going to say yes, but oh, I see that adds... Right. I understand how that works now. See, I've just learned something myself. We don't want to remove when complete, and we just want to set this to just, say, maybe 1 sapien, like that. And you can see there, now, 1 sapien is picking up all the dry hay and putting it over here. So, if we now grab some hay, we grab a bunch of hay, you'll see that we've got dry hay here. Sorry, wet hay. And it always bothered me that the wet hay and the dry hay never had to be separated. But you'll see now that when it dries, a sapien will come over and sort out the wet from the dry, or the dry from the wet, which I think works pretty well, actually. It's very much... Normally these kind of things are automated in games like this, but here you have complete control over it, which is kind of alien. You don't normally have that level of control, so it's kind of cool that it works the way it does. I quite like it. There you go, see? A couple of dry hay pieces there being taken and moved over to the other side, so that works really well. And I actually kind of like that mechanic, but until you understand that that's how it works, it can feel like it doesn't work properly. But it actually does work properly. It's just that you have such a finite control over it that you have to set it up and deal with it. Now, at the end of the day, at the moment at least, having wet hay and dry hay together makes no difference. It doesn't rot the dry hay or anything like that. So it doesn't really matter so much. But in the future, hopefully, that'll be something that is added to the game. And yeah, now you know how to deal with it if it does. Right, speaking of which, I need to make some more beds here. God, I've been playing this game for an hour. It really doesn't feel like it. It feels like I've been playing for 10 minutes. I do enjoy playing this game. That guy picked up a branch from somewhere and put it on the fire. I wonder if it's just laying on the floor. Weird that the early riser doesn't go to bed till late as well. Not sure if that's intentional or a bit of a bug. You would think early to bed, early to rise makes a bird healthy, wealthy and wise or something or other. Right, so the fire is out. We have no branches, so what's going to happen? Is he going to grab... Does he have the fire lighting skill? Yes, he does. So why is he not lighting it? Yeah, so it needs branches, logs and fuel. I'm not sure that mod is working. It doesn't seem to be anyway. Maybe 𝐒𝐕𝐈𝐄𝐻 𝐒𝐕𝐈𝐄𝐻 could, if you happen to be watching this, give us some feedback and explain what I did wrong or what was wrong that I didn't know about. Seeds to flour. I don't really have... I'm not going to be able to test that mod for a while yet because I need to be able to get some seeds and the ability to grind stuff down. This one is brilliant. The deer model replacement. Absolutely love that one. Fishy dishy. Congrats to you. 100 points. Love it. Fuel expanded. Again, 𝐒𝐕𝐈𝐄𝐻 gives you the option to burn more items for fuel. Most workstations previously depend on wood or sticks can now be fueled with dry flax or hay, although less efficiently than with logs. That sounds great, but it just doesn't seem to be working. So I've tested a few out. The big grass mod. Not sure I noticed any difference there, if I'm being honest, but we're not in an area that's got a lot of tall grass anyway. It's quite dry and barren. So make your own mind up on that one, I guess. But yeah, the jungle fowl, again, absolutely loved that from JD or Jedi or whoever, however you pronounce that. Really good, really liked that one. So my two favourites are most definitely the deer model replacement and the red jungle fowl. Both excellent and the start of hopefully something very exciting in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.